Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get underway, and today's starter, Shane McClanahan. What do you look for here?
Well, a pretty standard four-pitch mix. He's got the fastball, change speeds, two breaking balls. You know, all can be really effective if they're coming out of the same arm slot and really staying in that tunnel for a good bit.
And now for the Jays, George Springer. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Diaz makes the catch, and there's one gone. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Bo Bichette up to the dish. And that one fouled off. That one way inside. Up the middle. Lau gets it to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. Anthony Santander at the plate. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. It's a bomb. He muscles that one out the opposite way, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So 2 away with nobody on. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Vladdy needs just 1 hit to reach 200 for the season.
Pretty impressive the year he's put together. 200 hits doesn't happen by accident, and there are some years nobody reaches 200 at all.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Props to him for getting this far.
2 outs, base is empty. In the air, foul off first. Did he trip? What happened? Sniper?
Great effort. That's how bad he wanted that one. Head first dive.
In the air, out towards left center, and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Tropicana Field, showing the slab in today's game, Kevin Gausman. What do we have on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Here's the veteran first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. The throw to first, 1 up, 1 down. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the one run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And that one a little below the knees. And the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two outs. Foul ball. And a pitch. And that drops in for a strike. That's to third, Clement. Rays retired in order. Nothing doing for Tampa. They're down 1-0. Second inning set to go. At the plate, Will Wagner.
Let's go, Shane.
McClanahan back to work. McClanahan, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. Right through there for a strike. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
And that one popped to short. Caballero puts it away for the out.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Alejandro Kirk stands in now and watches strike one. Next offering is fouled back. This one in the air right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Here goes the runner. On the ground to the left. And that's a fair ball. Throw into third. Not in time. He's safe. Two on, 1 out. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. And that's in the dirt.
Ball.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. On the ground, right side. To second, that's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
And now, Nathan Lucas. That one misses, and that's ball one.
1-0.
Clement, the runner at first with two gone.
That's up. That's a ball.
That one finds the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
2 outs.
Ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch
3-1.
right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Swing and a foul straight back.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
Tied him up on a fastball inside. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Blue Jays 2, the Rays nothing. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the right fielder, Josh Lowe. Well struck left field. Santander going back. Hits the top of the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, this one started with a bad jump, a bad read off of the bat. He ends up having to try to leap out of desperation. Can't come down with it, and it turned into extra bases.
Danny Jansen to hit here. Looked like it was a little bit up. Next pitch misses way outside. This one in the air, center field. Lucas under it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out. And next is the designated hitter, Jonathan Aranda.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
On its way to the corner. And that's a foul ball. That misses, and it's a ball and a strike. 1 away with a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jose Caballero. And a foul ball.
Strike two.
Runner at third.
0-2.
2 away. That just misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next offering is downstairs.
He's trying to stay down in his zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. And he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 2 full. Blue Jays 2, the Rays nothing. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And now the right fielder, George Springer. Just missed.
Ball.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that one is inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Two. Good eye right there. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
And next for Toronto, Bo Bichette. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. The shortstop takes a ball. Runner at first with no outs here. That's inside.
That's
and it's 2-0. In the air, left field, down the line. Palacios hauls it in, and there's 1 away. And now the big-time power threat, Anthony Santander. He's already homered here in this one. Swinging a foul straight back. Man at first, 1 away. Snap throw to first. And Springer's in there safely. Santander, an all-star a season ago, 30 years old now, and he was born in Venezuela. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. Springer off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and that'll do it. Blue Jays held in check. They're up 2-0. As we go to the last of the third, and the batter now, Richie Palacios. And that one misses up and in, and that is ball 1. Right side, and that chance handled. Leadoff
That's
man
an out.
retired here in the third. So digging in, Johnny DeLuca. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it
One
thinks
ball,
that
two
they've got a
strikes.
base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And that
2-2.
one almost got him. That one 95 to finish him off. Yandy Diaz now grounded out his first time up.
Oh, yeah. It's 0-1. No, that's low.
You
Ball.
want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
Just
Nope,
missed.
that's outside. Ball.
Two now. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Rays held in check here, and they're down 2-0. Start of the fourth. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Will Wagner.
Let's go, Rays.
And he pumps it a strike. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Man,
0-2.
91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
On the ground. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. Alejandro Kirk digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Ball.
In the dirt.
Outside. Ball.
Now 3-0.
Well, these Jays
3-0.
showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good
Yeah.
job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And ball
Ball
4,
four.
2
Take your
aboard.
base.
Not the start to this inning he was hoping for on the mound. Now he's going to have to really dial it up against the bottom part of this lineup to get out of this jam.
Here's Andres Jimenez.
Still relatively
Yeah.
early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
A little bit high.
Ball.
1-1.
1-1.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that will drop foul. Line drive. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Clement batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Fought off foul. Two on, one out. That one not close. And the count 1-2. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Wagner at second. Kirk over at first with one away. 3-2 now.
Tough take right there. He swings at that more often than not.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one out to right. Pulls it down, and there's two gone. And now here is Nathan Lucas. Struck out swinging his first time. And he takes a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With two outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Next offering way upstairs.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. So they strand a pair to the bottom of inning number 4 now. Blue Jays 2, the Rays nothing. Back now in Tampa Bay, ready to go, bottom 4. And here is Brandon Lowe. There's a strike.
Well, these Rays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much.
And it looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the 4th.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So up next, Junior Caminero. Grounded out his first time. Upstairs.
That's high. That's a ball.
1-0.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
A little bit
That's
low.
a ball.
Swings through that.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch.
2-1 to
Explodes
count.
out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That one fouled hard the other way. Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. I don't know about you, Chris, but that felt like a weird at bat right there. Didn't give much to hit until the final pitch, and he still got the backwards K.
Yeah, not a single pitch was actually inside the strike zone, but he was being very aggressive in the box and fell behind in the count. Then they finally do challenge him, and he couldn't get the bat off his shoulder. Kind of a strange strikeout for sure, Boog.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Josh Lowe. First pitch just misses. And that one hammered way back there. And wow, that one is way out of here. A gigantic blast. And we are starting over. It's 2-2.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Now it's Jansen to hit. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Up and in, now 2-0. Gosman, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
And that's ball 4. Tried another splitter, but missed the spot.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Ripped towards third to second for 1. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. The Rays with a 2-run homer. 2-2 game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, George Springer. McClanahan back to work. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Well, these Blue Jays need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
He steps on the bag, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Now it's the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Bowl for 2 in this one. And a foul ball.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
And that is downstairs. And it's 1-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
The shortstop takes the ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Outside with a breaking ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. This to third, Caminero. Over to first. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. He's already homered in this game. There's the strike at the knees, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball outside.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the fifth. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. On a line, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game.
0-1. No, that missed. That's
Bullpen
the ball.
movement for the Rays. Drew Rasmussen
1-1.
warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Rodriguez getting loose as well. Two outs. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. The relay throw. And he's out.
Got him.
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Textbook defensive execution right there. Outfielder hits the cutoff relay throw to the plate. A perfect strike and a great way to end the inning.
Bottom of the inning, stepping in, Jose Caballero. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, these Rays looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
To third, Clement. And that's the
He's
first out in the bottom of the fifth. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Richie Palacios. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Slider right there.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. And that's downstairs and outside. All tied up.
Ball,
Last half of inning number 5. Outside corner, got him looking.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Here's a speed threat, Johnny DeLuca. That's ripped. Base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He'll touch them all. It's 4-2. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now it's Brandon Lau, 1 for 2. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
No ball.
Activity in the bullpen. Nick Sandlin up and throwing. Swanson getting cranked up as well. Going 2 now. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 8. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Drew Rasmussen.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
And now the DH, Will Wagner. And that's in for a strike. Rasmussen, 29 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2018. Late swing, foul to the left. That's inside, and it's 1-2. Swing and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. That's inside.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And another ball.
2-0.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And a fastball
Ball,
misses
outside.
outside for a ball. Now 3-1. Andres Jimenez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball
Take your
4,
base.
2 aboard.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Andres Jimenez will hit next. Hits the top of the zone at 98 for a strike. That one the other way. It gets down, base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
So bases all loaded up. So up next for Toronto, Ernie
that's
Clement. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this,
1-2.
he can earn some points.
On the ground, a short could be 2. Fired to second. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field, way back there. And he makes the play on the warning track. And that's the third out. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Rays 4 and the Blue Jays 3. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Nick Sandlin.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And the batter now, Junior Caminero. And the first
Ball,
pitch
that's
misses
high.
for ball 1.
Hee-haw. 1-1.
Next offering
that's
is
out.
outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
That one
Outside,
outside.
that's the ball.
3-1. That one misses.
Ball 4, take
So
your
a
base.
leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have 1 more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
That one fouled off. Strike 2. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Tommy Nance, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And one out now.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Danny Jansen. He's 0 for 1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Caminero, the base runner at first with one out. Foul ball there. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. First pitch misses. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. On the ground, that's right ball. Side, and foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. One left for Tampa, and it remains a 4-3 game. Back here at Tropicana Field, and now the right fielder, George Springer. That one in there across the letters. Next offering misses, and the count even 1-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That's off the mark. 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And it remains 2-2. And misses. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
So digging in, Bo Bichette. 0 for 3 in this one. Outside, and it's 1-0. There's a strike. Fouled off. He was late. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Hit in the air, right field. Low makes the catch for the out. And that quickly 2 away. And next for Toronto, Anthony Santander.
Hey, come on now,
Checks his swing, appeal to third, did not go. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Still down a run, it's 4-3. New pitcher on here, Eric Swanson. Jose Caballero now at the plate. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position. And that's what he does.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
And stepping in for the Rays, Richie Palacios. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Man at second. Yeah, that's fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1-2 is the count.
Got him swinging. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Johnny DeLuca next to hit for the Rays. And that one upstairs, ball one. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Kirk down to first with it, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Now up for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And he grounds one to the right side. Jimenez tosses to first. That's the inning. The Rays strand just the one, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Edwin Uceta.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, 1-run game. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. This is
That's
off the inside. Ball one. Action in the pen down there. Pete Fairbanks, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Clevenger, a left-hander, also throwing. Next offering is in for a strike. Check swing, no appeal.
Now you get to this part of the order.
2 balls, 1 strike.
There's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
In the air, center field. He's got it, and there's one down. And now, Will Wagner. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Just missed. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-2.
Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. He goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Fastball is outside. Swing and a ground ball. Over to Diaz. That ends the frame. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They still trail it here, 4-3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jimmy Garcia. Lau at the plate.
Let's go, Tampa.
And downstairs, Garcia, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Unless he beats
1-1.
himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Right through there for a strike. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
And that one ripped to left, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. In the air, left field. Santander makes the grab, one down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Josh Lowe.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Santander hauls it in, 2 away. Danny Jansen next to hit for the Rays. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Tommy Nance getting ready to go. And the 1-0. And that one fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Ground ball left side, foul. And it goes just foul. Loud on at second with 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He makes the grab, and that will end the inning. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Pete Fairbanks.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with a W.
Well, 1-run game. Now it's going to be Andres Jimenez. That just misses. Ball 1. Facing a closer that delivers big-time velocity.
Well, normally against a big arm with this kind of velocity, you look for the ball down because the fastball up is a little hard to catch up to. But he's shown really good plate discipline by not offering at that last pitch down.
Rips one to right. Lunging, but it gets down.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. On the ground, that's right foul. Side, and it's just foul. That was close. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Fairbanks throws over, and he's back safely. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
One, two.
In the dirt. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
As a closer, he's out there in that role for a reason, but even they lose the handle on one here and there, especially with all the nasty stuff coming out of bullpens these days. He's making it a little interesting here.
Next offering upstairs.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Lucas in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Here's the sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This would be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. In to score from third. It's an RBI single, and they've tied it in the top of the ninth.
Big RBI for him right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So a change being made at first base, and here's the pinch runner, Jonathan Clase. Go-ahead run on base. Here's George Springer. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Fairbanks picks over Clase. Back in on a dive.
He starts him with the fastball, and that's a pitch that's right in his wheelhouse. You need to be careful against him with that one.
4-4 in the ninth.
Nope, that's low. That's a ball.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That's a ball.
And another ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Bo Bichette in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
So a walk puts runners at first and second. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Pete Fairbanks is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Now a new pitcher for the Rays, Garrett Clevenger. So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Bichette digs in now. And that one is in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1. Line drive. Base hit into center field. The throw in. It's offline, and he scores. 5-4 now as they take the lead.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring it back.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. First and second, 1 out. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Two on, 1 out. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
2 on, 2 outs. That one outside. And that's ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2 outs. Outside low. And that's ball 3.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Next offering is in for a strike. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and that loads the bases.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Wagner in the box now. Takes strike 1. High fly ball out into left center field. Caballero grabs it on the run. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. It's the Blue Jays 5, the Rays 4. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Jonathan Aranda. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. One-run game, bottom 9. And fouled off. Pitch is in the dirt. 1-2 the count. Got him swinging for the K. The high heat, too much on that one.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
And that one fouled off. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Down to the last out for the Rays.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Last chance for the Rays. Now the left fielder, Richie Palacios. Swings through that one. 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
The Rays down to their final strike. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Trying to close out a 1-run lead as the Rays try and punch back down a run. And now 1-2. Lifted to left, and this should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Well, all game, this team had to battle with that 10th man. Those fans making a lot of noise, but they took the lead in the 9th inning, quieted things down, and were able to get those final 3 outs in the bottom half as well. Just a very well-executed ball game.